Hey troops, GeneralJSmith here, back with another episode in my comparison series, and this time I've got the 2011 Millennium Falcon versus the 2014 Imperial Star Destroyer. So I'm once again back with arguably two of the most iconic sets from the entire Star Wars universe, and possibly two of the most iconic sets from sci-fi films in general. On the left, we've got the Millennium Falcon, set number 7965, ages 9 to 14, comes with 1,254 pieces, and was retailing back in 2011 for £133, which seems like a random price, or $140. Versus, on the right, the Imperial Star Destroyer, set number 75055, age 9 to 14, comes with 1,359 pieces, and was retailing for £120 or $130. So funny enough, while this set does have 100 pieces less, this set is actually about £10 or $10 cheaper, so that's kind of interesting, but still. These two sets then, as I've said, when you think of Star Wars and you think of sci-fi, you may think of these vehicles. They are so iconic. We see them a lot in, of course, the original trilogy, obviously, because they're just out there. When you think of Star Wars, you may think of like the Death Star or the X-Wing or these guys. This one, of course, comes with the main characters from the original trilogy. We've got Darth Vader and some really cool guys here. So with that being said, let's go straight now into those minifigures and decide which one will win when it comes to these 12 minifigures. So you can see we've got the 12 minifigures, 6 from the Millennium Falcon and 6 from the Imperial Star Destroyer. The Millennium Falcon comes with mostly main characters, ones we of course saw in episode 4, whereas this one comes with Darth Vader and then just sort of Imperial officers, more in standard Imperial troops and things like that. So you may think on the surface, oh well, the Millennium Falcon wins because it comes with main characters, people you can use, but in all honesty, that's a little hard to say because you have to remember in 2011, while these minifigures were pretty good, these days they are significantly outdated. The Han Solo is outdated, so is the Chewbacca. I'm not sure the Princess Leia is. I don't think we've seen that many Princess Leias in general. I don't really like this Luke. Ben Kenobi, yeah, he's pretty cool, but he came in other sets as well, and of course you get Darth Vader in each set, so they kind of cancel each other out. Not to mention the fact, even at the time, a lot of these minifigures weren't exactly the most rare things in the world. I already have Han and Chewbacca and those kind of things. So these minifigures are a little dulled down, and they're not as good as you may think they are just because they're main characters, just because they're almost so main, they come in so many sets. These guys, however, while you may not be able to use them quite as much, because you may already have several Imperial officers, at the time, 2014, they were very valuable in my personal opinion. Well, maybe not valuable is the right term, but just unique and new, you know, even though they may not be as new right now. We got these two Stormtroopers which had leg printing and the designs were different, and these were very nice, a very good improvement over the previous ones. Of course, now we've got the 2015 Battle Pack and the 2016 Battle Packs with like the Battlefront Troopers and the Rebels Troopers and those kind of things, but still. This guy who we did see again, I'm not sure we saw him before or after this set, but I know we saw him again because I've got another one of him. And these guys who had the new caps, which were very, very nice. And of course, also, we got the micro figure thing of Chancellor Palpatine, which Darth Vader holds and which is in the set. So very, very nice. Now, ignoring then the fact that Darth Vader's, which I'm pretty sure exactly the same, so there's really not much to say there. All of the minifigures then, which one has the better minifigures? Well, I'm gonna have to go, arguably kind of surprisingly, with the Star Destroyer for the best minifigure. And you may think that's a bit odd because it's kind of the main characters, and we already have, you know, officers and things like that. But in all honesty, I mean, of course, now, yeah, this is 3 years, you know, later on than this one, so the minifigures are going to be better, but still, you can use it a lot more. You almost definitely have a Luke, probably a better Luke. Yeah, this Leia's pretty nice, but Chewbacca has been improved greatly, so has Han Solo. Ben Kenobi, well, when are you realistically going to use Ben Kenobi? Let's be completely honest, because if you want to use Obi-Wan, you probably just use the Episode 3 Obi-Wan. So, yeah, so in all honesty, overall, I'd probably say then the Imperial Star Destroyer does win for minifigures, just because they are new, and even though they have been slightly outdated now, because we've got more of these guys and more Imperial officers and stuff like that, at the time, they were very, very nice to get new things, and it's very cool. So, yeah, very cool, and of course, the fact that even if you call it a minifigure, don't call it a minifigure, whatever, a micro figure, we did get Chancellor Palpatine, which was new, very nice. So therefore, when it comes to minifigures, I'm going to have to go with the Imperial Star Destroyer for the better minifigures. So as I said, this is a comparison and not a review, so I'm going to try and keep this fairly brief. Now, both of these sets have a lot of features because, of course, they are quite large sets. One feature that they do share, however, is the fact that they both can open up. I'm going to try and do this fairly quickly, but I think you can more or less guess, especially if you have the 2011 one or the 2015 one, because they do open pretty much the exact same way, where you have a very open interior right here. Again, I'm just going to give you a brief look of that, but you can see it's very open with some chairs, control panels, a whole host of different things, different features, and just little things to give it a little more texture and individuality to it, which is very nice, and I'm very glad they did that. so it does take a little while to open it all up, but still it is a large set, and I do like that feature. Again, they copied this over to the 2015 one, because as I've said, if you've seen 2015 one, it does look pretty similar to this set in a lot of ways, and it does have a lot of the same features. With this one, however, somewhat different to the 2006 Star Destroyer, if you're unaware. You take this thing off, there's nothing actually connecting it there, I don't believe. It's literally just there by gravity. So if you turn it upside down, this will fall out. Actually, no, it won't, because it's got the control panel, but still. Not that you turn it upside down, but still. And it opens up like so. I'm not going to be able to lift it, I don't think. Maybe I will, but I just don't want to break it or whatever. But you can see there's also a lot of open space there. It's a lot closer to the ground than the Millennium Falcon. The Millennium Falcon has landing gear and things like this, whereas this is a lot closer to the actual ground. You can see a lot of Technic there using to hold it. I think weight-wise, even though this one does technically have 100 more pieces, the weight-wise they are pretty much the same. Although I will say I do prefer carrying this one because it does have a handle, and the weight distribution, it's probably a little better than the Millennium Falcon. It's hard to describe. Maybe the Millennium Falcon's alright, but in all honesty, the Millennium Falcon is just pretty heavy, and you've got to carry it from here. You can't carry it from the front or the back or anything. Or maybe you can carry it from the back, but it's just very much recommend you carry it from the sides, which are the strongest part. With this one, you've got an actual handle, which is definitely a plus. We've got cannons on the side, very nice, and again, of course, neither of these sets are size accurate, far from it, but still, very nice there then. In turn 6 one, we did get an open sort of place where you could put minifigures in there. Again, of course, it's not size accurate, whereas this one, we've got a little detail. I'm a little iffy on whether I'd like to put minifigures in there or whether I like the detail, because the detail, in my personal opinion, is very nice. But still, again, you're going to have to excuse all the dust on these things. They are, you know, pretty old and they've had them for a while. So, size-wise, they're pretty similar, I guess. But, I mean, the Imperial Star Destroyer is a lot longer, a lot more streamlined. If you're concerned about shelving space, I'd probably say maybe this is a little easier to shelve, just because it fits more into the shelf. You put it long ways, of course, across the shelf. Whereas this one's more disc, so it's probably going to hang over the shelf, whichever way you try to put it in, unless it's a particularly large shelf. So I suppose for shelving, this is a little easier for space, and it's just, while obviously it's not literally like a square, which would, you know, have easy corners, the triangle shape does make it a little easier to put other sets next to it and to really maximize the space with that. But that's just a little thing if you're concerned about shelving like I am. So yeah, overall then, these sets are very similar in terms of got a lot of features, a lot of grey pieces, as you can see, but still, other than that, they are fairly different. I mean, the designs are considerably different, of course, because they are different design vehicles, you know. This one's a triangle shape, it's got the flaps that fold up, whereas this one's got like a crazy amount of flaps which all fold up because it is a circle shape more kind of thing. So yeah, very nice set. Again, I say I highly recommend you get both of them. In all honesty, you must have some Star Destroyer or some Millennium Falcon. You probably more likely have got a Millennium Falcon than Star Destroyer, just because the 2015 one did come out recently and it seemed like everyone wanted that, and that's understandable. If you don't have the 2011 one, I would highly recommend 2015 one, but I'm not going to go through it again. Just if I say I do think 2015 one's better, please stop telling me to get the 2015 one. I know it's better, I'd have it, it's just it is still £130 or something, so still, I'm not going to go through it again. So if I say, now to people whether this one is better or worse than Turn 6 one, I have seen comparisons. It is smaller, fairly considerably actually. I didn't even realise how much smaller it is. I guess it's just been so long since I've had a, you know, 2006 one, but still, there you go. That almost led to the comparison of these two sets. Effectively, they come with a ton of features, and you can put every single minifigure within the set if you really want to. I guess this one will be a little more accurate because it comes with games and stuff which you actually see in episode 4, whereas inside of Star Destroyer you do get the command center and things like that, which is very nice. We only got that in Super Star Destroyer, so I'm glad we do get it in this one as well. And of course you do get a space like the holograms and things like that. Very, very nice. I guess overall I kind of prefer the interior of this than to that, even though this one I suppose is maybe a little more accurate, just because this one comes with holograms, comes with a whole different stuff, and just in my opinion looks a little cooler, whereas this one's a little bare, plain, even if it is more accurate. Still, that is it. Let's go now into the instructions and then conclude this comparison. So on the instruction manuals, you can see this one's maybe a little more tattered because again it is from Turn 11. This comes with 2 instruction manuals, and we're just going to flick straight to the back of this. I think it comes like 6 number bags, but we'll look at that in a second. Of course, remember the days back of the Clone Wars. We got that game. Oh, nostalgia. But still, this is Turn 11 where we got a lot of these kind of sets. And the instruction manuals really did look pretty cool in Turn 11. See? Very, very nice. Got some other sets from that line. Of course, the Frigate and Sith Infiltrator and things like that. So, very nice. I reviewed that and that. And I don't have any other set, so I don't care. We've got the minifigures here, of course, which all look very nice. Very, very good. They're pretty cool for Turn 11. Of course, now they're not as spectacular, but still very nice. A lot of pages of building. Of course, hell a lot of stuff. These flaps, I remember, took some time for some reason. They're pretty simple individually, but the fact you have to make these flaps so many times can get pretty annoying. I'm pretty sure there's nothing, no, there's nothing in the back of that. Pretty simple. But yeah, if we just flick over, is there, oh, it doesn't say. It doesn't say how many bags there are. I thought it did. But still, there we have it. That's more or less it. That instruction manual. This actually comes with 3 instruction manuals, which I believe is the only set, maybe not the only set ever, but at least the only set in my collection which comes with 3. Because generally speaking, if it's like UCS, if it's really big and it needs 3, they'll just make one sort of binder thing. So it's really rare they actually make 3 instruction manuals for it. But believe it or not, I think you do get something in the back of every single one. So of course here we have every single minifigure from 2014, or at least a summer line, and all these summer sets, which were very nice by the way. You can see reviews of that, of course that, and that, and that on my channel. I didn't get that, or that, or that, or that, because I didn't care enough really. No offense to people who want that set. But still, we've got some very nice stuff in the back there, pretty cool. And even more stuff in the back of the second one. Got the poster, of course, just like the Republic gunship, which I just compared. This comes with a poster as well, and it also came with a poster with the the AT-AT. There are so many names in Star Wars, I forget. I'm sorry, guys. And going to the third one, finally, we have the UCS X-Wing, which I think came in 2013. The UCS R2-D2, which came in 2012, and infantry, stuff like that. A lot of different features, crazy amounts. Oh snap. Oh, and of course even the UCS, no sorry, not UCS, no, what? Yeah, no, it was UCS. It's hard to remember sometimes. It's UCS, Sandcrawler, a lot of different stuff. Wow, my voice is about to die, quite frankly. I've done way too many videos over this weekend, but still, there you go. Instruction manual is pretty cool. No one cares about them, but I thought I'd compare them anyway. I guess I prefer this instruction manual just because you get 3 and it's cool, and they each come with something in the back. I don't know. Not that it really matters, I just compare them for the sake of comparing. And yeah. Let's go now and conclude this comparison of the Millennium Falcon versus the Imperial Star Destroyer. So here we are, the conclusion of this comparison. I'm terribly sorry, this is pretty long actually, but they are pretty big sets and I felt I really had to go in detail with some of that. Leave down in the comments how long do you want these sort of videos to be, and not just that, but leave down in the comments how long you want the majority of my videos to be, because I'm curious about making my reviews the same length, like 20 minutes or so, or making them shorter. There's a lot of mixed opinions about how long my reviews should be, but again, this is not a review, let's just go straight into this. So both of these sets, I've said it before, are very, very nice. This is the newest version, and I do wish I could have compared it to the 2015 Millennium Falcon, but I do not have it, unfortunately. So yeah, I can't, quite frankly, because again, and I'll say it one more time, please do not ask me to compare it to sets I don't have. I don't know, check my review playlist or something with every single review. Every single review is pretty much every single set I have. There are a few sets which I have which I've not reviewed just because I don't have the minifigures or various different things, but just look through that and try to pick 2 sets from there, because people ask me all the time to compare sets that I do not have, okay? So yeah. Anyway, to these 2 sets, as I've said, these are very, very nice sets. We do come with 2 Darth Vaders if you really want both of them. You might very well have both of them, because until 2015, of course, this was the best Millennium Falcon we had, well, apart from the UCS one. So it was very nice, and it's pretty similar to the 2015 one. That's kind of the reason I don't get the 2015 one, because it's similar. Yeah, the 2015 one, in my opinion, is better, but because I've got this one, it's not £130 better. I'm sorry, guys, but still. Anyway, who is the winner then? Which set would I recommend you spend your hard-earned money on, like £130, £140? I mean, then again, that's of course saying if you can get this, you know, without it being ramped up, which it might very well be. I mean, of course, it might go down a little now because of the 2015 one, but still, it's probably not going to be the same price if you want to buy it in mint condition, but still. Let's just assume you can buy it in mint condition and it's the same price. I'm going to still have to go for the Imperial Star Destroyer as the best set out of these 2. And I'll say it one more time, the 2015 one is better than this set, and because that is released already, and because you can obviously buy that now, you might even be able to buy it a little cheaper, that just trumps this set. I mean, in fact, even if the 2015 one hadn't been released, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. It's kind of hard to say. I really do like the design of this set, even though I'm very nostalgic towards the 2006 Imperial Star Destroyer, and that is larger than this one. I do very much enjoy this set. The minifigures are pretty cool. While they're not as amazing now, because of course we've got newer versions and things like that, they are definitely better than these minifigures, because we had, even in 2011, these guys were nothing new. We had them before. It was all well and good, but still. So overall, I will say the Imperial Star Destroyer is what I recommend, because it does have like 100 more pieces, but it's £10 cheaper. So however that works, who knows? I know it works in like piece size and things like that, but still. Thank you guys for watching then this comparison. Leave down in the comments any more comparisons you want me to do. If they're good, if I have the sets, then I will compare them. Please just go into my review playlist, okay? It's not that hard, I think. Maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. There's 100 sets to choose from, guys. I've got like well over 100 sets. Just, anyway. That is it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time with another comparison. Pick them up. Pick both of these up. Or maybe more, the 2015 one, but pick both of them up, okay? Just leave it at that. It's not really much of a winner, but still, pick them both up. Okay? Cool. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, troops. So I've said it once, and damn it. Hey troops, GeneralJSmith there, back with another competitive. So I'm back with another comparison video with two of Argument's what?